Now we go down to the person of Kiko Pangilinan. Let me be very frank. I heard that you had a mistress and a daughter outside.
Not
you want
true.
to? Not true.
Not
You don't. You do not have a child with some secretary of yours.
Not true.
Not true. Okay.
That came out.
Yeah.
It would come out during elections.
Okay, look at me straight in the eye and say that you have never been unfaithful to Sharon Cuneta.
I've never been unfaithful. That's true.
If Sharon,
Because if
baka naman Sharon will call me up and say, he's a liar.
Sharon wouldn't do that.
No,
If she finds out
no,
I have
she's
been,
so loyal.
if she finds out I have been unfaithful, I will be, I'll be kicked out of the house. And we've been together 18 years. In fact, at one point, when it wasn't working, that dirty tricks, they started saying I was gay. So ano ba ito? I'm supposed to be a womanizer or am I supposed to be gay? Diba? That's dirty politics for you. In fact, Sharon was quoted, I thought showbiz was dirty.
Politics is much dirtier pala.
Yeah.
What about this adopted?
And if you notice, right now, is there stories about it? No, because I'm not running, I'm not in politics, I'm just working.
What's this story about an adopted son? How did you
Yes.
get? Why did you feel
Well,
that?
a friend of Sharon called her and said that a baby has to be given up. The mother cannot take care of the baby. It's a boy. Would you be interested? We've been asked that before, but this is the first time Sharon said yes.
So this adopted son of yours has absolutely nothing to do with your fooling around.
No. Well, it's kind of baduy or cheesy or corny, but I cannot hurt my wife.
Naku, Senator, if I find out that you're telling me a lie, I will really go up against you like mad.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are your plans in 2016?
I don't have plans to run for higher office. Ayoko na mag-ambisyon.
What does Sharon say about your possible going for the vice presidency or the presidency?
It's really up to me, she says. But like I said, I'm not interested.
But you have also, aside from your adopted son, you have also adopted Casey.
That's right. When
She is now your daughter.
When she was 16, yes.
She was 16.
Yes.
Why didn't you adopt her? Why didn't you adopt her?
No, it took time.
Gabby gave his permission.
He actually was not here. He was still in the U.S.
Hindi ba sumama ang loob niya?
Well, he opposed it, but the court decided it would be to the best interest of the child.
Did he oppose it?
He was.
Meaning
No, he
to
had a
say,
lawyer.
He had a lawyer opposing it.
Yes, but I guess
And
at
he
that
lost.
point, yes, at that point the judge felt it would be.
And
the
did
best.
Casey feel that that was the right thing to do?
At that point, yes.
Really, huh?
Yeah. Because she appeared there.
Okay.
They
So,
would
how many
have
children do you have?
So Casey, Frankie, Miel, and Miguel.
And Miguel is your adopted, and
Yes.
Casey is your adopted,
Yes.
and Frankie and Miel are
Yes.
biological
Yes.
children. And they're all happy under the same roof? Well,
Oh,
Casey is no
Casey,
longer
yes,
with you.
yes. Yeah, in fact, they adore Miguel because boy. Siguro kung naging girl si Miguel, baka nagkaroon pa ng konting selos.